dive.
Welcome to Supercar Rooms. I am absolutely glad you're here. And behind me, you can see the AlphaTauri 2021 Formula One car of last year, driven by Pierre Gasly, the real car. And we're preparing, guess what, for Formula One. The weekend is going to be incredible. We have a 6-day Formula One experience, which you're going to love. We're preparing for the Formula One weekend coming up pretty soon, and we have an amazing experience. So, for all those Formula One fans or anybody who wants to be part of this amazing experience, just keep these calendar dates open, okay? Tuesday, May 3rd to Sunday, May 8th. We'll have an amazing experience, and I'll share that with you soon. My name is XXXX Elo. I'm the founder of Supercar Rooms Miami, and we're here today. And behind me, obviously, you can see some amazing cars, some of which I own. The AlphaTauri car is actually from Red Bull AlphaTauri team. And we'll be talking about the new Miami. Why not? So, for those that don't know, Miami is the magic city. When I mean magic, magic in all ways. I came from England, and coming from London, England into Miami, there is a major shift of the way people think and believe. In Miami, you can dream it and do it. In London, you dream it and then you gotta go through a whole process to get it done. And half the time, you can't get it done. And the new Miami is all about what you see behind me. Arts, cars, technology, crypto, you name it, it's all here. Culture, music, it's all in one big metropolis of what they call the Magic City, Miami City. I love it, and love it. I absolutely think this is one of the most beautiful cities the world has ever had. Especially with the culture mixing up with all the South Americans, the Italians, the French, the Americans. From all around the world, you find every single different culture in a beautiful little city, southern coast of the United States called Miami. So, when people ask me why you chose a magic city to relocate from London, England, and I said London was more or less complete, but Miami is growing to be complete. And I tell you why. My father once told me, go where you see the cranes. Everywhere around Miami you see cranes. Developments are rising up, properties are coming, infrastructure is coming. And guess what? F1 is coming. We're about 3 weeks away from Formula One. There's a 10-year contract with Formula One in Miami. Do you know how much investment is coming into Miami by Formula One coming into Miami? We're talking millions and hundreds of millions of dollars are coming into this city. And if you look at it, it's becoming the crypto capital of the world. We're hosting the largest crypto conventions the world has ever seen. We just hosted Solana Crypto Convention here, and it was incredible. It was so big, so huge. We had people from all around the world, and it's just becoming the crypto capital of the world. So it's a city on the up and up. Developers are looking at a very short term. In the development world, 10 years is a long time. So they want to see changes within the next 3 to 5 years. And this is why real estate in Miami, as we speak, it's the most expensive real estate in the United States of America. Why? Because of the opportunity zone. It's a magic city. We have one of the best and one of the most amazing climates the world would ever give us, apart from the hurricanes. But guess what? When they tell you there's a hurricane, you got the chance to leave. Unlike when you're in California, they can't tell you there's an earthquake coming, it just comes. And Miami is now beginning to open as the most important investment city in the USA. It is quickly surpassing Chicago and a bunch of other cities. And I will say, when you call cities in the USA, you will call New York, Los Angeles, Miami. Before you call anywhere else, this is the magic city. So obviously, why did I move to Miami? I moved to Miami because I saw the opportunity zone. We are located in Wynwood, the art district of Miami. I mean, you can't look around you. NFT art, real art, motorcycle art, Formula One art, futuristic, beautiful Tachyon speed art. Maverick, that's the only electric jet ski, but it's more than a jet ski. And all those classic cars. This is why I moved here. I moved here because I wanted to mix and incorporate all of these forms of art into one. And Supercar Rooms is all about that. So, what are we doing? For Formula One, we're doing an amazing experience. When I mean amazing, I mean really amazing. And for those that don't know, you need to be in the know to be invited to this experience. I'm gonna open this up for you. On Tuesday, we're hosting a orientation dinner right here at Supercar Rooms, one of our supercar dining experiences. But guess with who? With a Formula One team and their mechanics. How cool is that? On Wednesday, we're doing a watchmaking class with our partners, IWC, where you could see a special edition Supercar Room IWC watch, 46 millimeter, with a 7-day perpetual dial on it, being built live. This is a very special watch. We'll build that watch live in front of you, and you get our watchmaker or IWC's watchmaker build that watch for you to see. On Thursday, we're doing an incredible invitation-only rally to the Keys, to Key Largo, and it's only 40 cars, so you better be there. Otherwise, you can't be part of this group. It's gonna be amazing. On Friday, we're doing the mothers of all the parties, the official Formula One, IWC, and Supercar Room, a kickoff party. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. And we're expecting the VVVIPs of Miami to attend. It's in a very special location in a film studio. Why we choose a film studio, you'll get to know. It's gonna be incredible. On Saturday, we're launching Fabio Lamborghini's first ever concept car store and concept store on Lincoln Road in Miami Beach. On Sunday, we're at the track watching Formula One. How cool is that? So to be part of these festivities, I'll urge you to please contact us at info@Supercar Rooms Miami, and we'll give you all the information and we'll basically register you for this event. You would absolutely love it. It's gonna be one beautiful week, full of excitement, cars, racing, beautiful weather, great entertainment, great people, loads of arts, and loads of NFTs, because I'm now becoming an NFT junkie. I love NFTs. So it's gonna be really cool. So now you know what's up. So for all those that are gonna be here for Miami Formula One week, for the GP week, we encourage you to be in touch with us, and we'll definitely have you covered. So, what's the life after Miami's Formula One experience? We actually are open to our 300 members. We are a special, so-called the country club for car lovers, and we do very curated events. One of the most curated events that most people like we do is an event called Supercars and Art Walk. and that is done every second Sunday of the month. Please make sure you come. It's a free event. You can come and check out cars and supercars, Art Walk and supercars. We also do another event, which is always the last Saturday of each month. It's called Supercar Showdown. It's a beautiful event. It's open to everyone. But more importantly, we're now gearing up to Art Basel. So Miami is known for a bunch of cool things, right? It's now known for Formula One. It's also known for Ultra, for the Miami Music Festival. It's known for the Miami Crypto Conference. It's also known, more importantly than any other space, it's also known for the Miami Art Basel weekend. So for all those who miss this Miami Formula One weekend, please see you at the Miami Art Basel weekend, which is from the 28th of November to December 3rd. Don't miss that, because that's the other crazy weekend here in Miami.
Let's start.
Anything could happen here.
We can always get better. We never stop evolving.
There.
We always push each other, right? Here, take this.
Again.
Should be that
Yeah,
person.
and when you get past... I'll lead this time. Let's continue.
Hi everyone, I'm Greg Bashara.
I'm Nathalie Bouchara.
And we are here representing Rick Obi Yacht Sales and the yacht manufacturer Aston Doa. The market today in South Florida is on fire. We've seen a huge increase in the desire to get into the yachting industry, yachting market. Sales have been up. And we're seeing that to be a continuing trend, both in the sales market and in the chartering market. So here in South Florida, obviously, is a very popular place to be involved in yachting. Being such a diversified city culturally, particularly Miami, we have a lot of European presence, a lot of Latin American presence. That being said, we find that more customers want to get into the European yacht market, for the contemporary look, the attractability. Of course, down here in South Florida, people do like to show off a bit. And most of the European boats, particularly Aston Doa, are able to provide that kind of aspect for those customers. In the next 10 years, I really see the yachting market in South Florida, predominantly Miami, continuing to grow. For many reasons. For example, I know that Formula One just extended a 10-year contract with Miami, so that's obviously a big money event that draws a huge crowd and attraction. Miami already has existing events and venues. We've got Art Basel, the boat shows. You know, we're in South Florida. There's 3 main boat shows, the biggest in the world for the U.S. market especially. You know, South Florida overall is just a growing, expanding city and really network of its own. Everybody's flocking, you know, here to invest, to have fun, to escape the cold weather. We're in the place to be, and hope you guys can be a part of it.
Thank you so much to be with us today. We will see you next month. We will show you different boats, a bigger boat probably. Probably maybe on a charter, maybe we'll take you on a tour or on a charter with us next time. Until then, thank you so much for watching. Greg and Alalia.
Thank you guys.
Hi, Greg Studnicki here. I'm the CEO and real estate broker of Related ISG. I've owned this company for close to 30 years, selling real estate from Miami to Palm Beach for the biggest developers here in South Florida. People are asking me a lot about the market conditions here in South Florida. It's funny, they used to ask me my opinion once a month. Now it's almost every week because it's dynamically changing that quickly. The market has never been as active as it is today, and it's all because of COVID. During the quarantine, which was literally 2 years ago, this is April of 2022. In April of 2020, we were on lockdown, we were home, and you couldn't leave your house. And a lot of folks from around the United States, New York, Boston, Chicago, said, I'm not staying in quarantine in cold weather. I'm going to Florida. It wasn't tax-driven incentives, it was a COVID incentive. I want to be in nice weather, especially if I have to be in quarantine. Along the way, there were certain states in the US that were deeply affected by COVID, much more so than Florida. One was New York. One was California. So more people were coming here, not just because they wanted to be in nice weather in quarantine, they wanted to escape COVID. And coming to South Florida gave them that edge. So as a result, in the last 18 to 24 months, South Florida has been the most popular real estate location in the United States, who knows, perhaps the world. The amount of inventory that's been absorbed here in the last 18 months is truly historic. We're seeing prices reach a level that no one could have imagined 2 years ago. I was gonna say even a year ago. As an example, there are no houses to buy. We have less than 5,000 houses for sale between Dade County, Broward County, and Palm Beach County. That's an historic low of inventory. And as our colleagues in Related ISG always remind me, there's really 3 types of houses. There's an A house, a B house, and a C. What's an A house? It's a beautiful, brand new, modern house on the water. A B house, it's just like the A, it's just not on the water. And then everything else is what we call a C house. Today, there are no A's. Today, there are no B's. Only C's. Yeah. So that influences now the condo market, because rich people, wealthy families from the Northeast and from California that want to be in Miami and they want to be on the water. There's no houses to buy. So they're asking their realtors to take them to condos. And what are they buying? They're in the old days, we sold, old days was only 5 years ago, 10 years ago. We sold a lot of 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom condos very successfully. Today, no. Everybody wants a 3-bedroom. They want a 4-bedroom. They want a 5-bedroom condo because they're moving here, John, with their families. These are not second homes anymore. So as a result, we've now seen the condo prices start to follow the prices of the single-family houses. I don't know, so what does this all mean for Miami? And maybe in the next 5 years? It's really kind of hard to project into 5 years because of everything we've just climbed through in the last 2 years. But I think you're going to see prices of existing inventory continue to escalate. You might even be bumping price comparisons in Los Angeles, California. I'm not sure about New York. New York is still New York. It's arguably the most important city in the world, and real estate still sells for a lot of money in New York. Not like it was, but it's still so much more than Miami. But I do see Miami rivaling Los Angeles from a price standpoint. From an inventory standpoint, California has a lot more inventory to buy than Miami. A lot more. So consequently, given the tightness of supply and the constant demand, the attractiveness of Miami, I see prices continuing to escalate over the next 5 years. And you can tell me, well, what about mortgage rates? They went up by 2% in the last 60 days. It doesn't affect Miami whatsoever. Do you know that last year, here's an interesting stat. Last year, when mortgage rates were at a historic low in the United States, 65% of our sales that were related to ISG were all cash. Miami, I've owned this company, as I told you, for 30 years. For 30 years, I've watched the population of Florida grow every single day. And it's growing more now than it was pre-pandemic. We grow, let me give you an example. We grow by a rate of an average of 900 people every single day for the last 5 years. 50% of that 900 comes to South Florida, comes to Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, and Miami. 50% every single day. People moving here. Today, why are they moving here? Part of it is still COVID, but a lot of it are it's a result of the tax law change of 2017. When President Donald Trump first got elected, he changed the tax laws in this country. It was one of his political promises, and he delivered. He made it very expensive to live in states like New York and California. And a lot of those folks are coming to Florida because it's very inexpensive to live here. There's no state income tax, as you know. And there are a lot of other nice little incentives for living here in Florida. So you have a combination of COVID and tax incentives driving people to Florida, particularly South Florida. And in my experience living here in the United States all my life, the tax law changes that Donald Trump put in place in 2017, they're not changing in the next 5 years. So Florida will be one of the few states in the US that truly benefited from the 2017 tax law change. And add that to our beautiful weather, our climate. Today is sunny and 85 degrees. I see the population growth of South Florida continuing. It will sustain itself. And I think you're gonna see prices continue to escalate, particularly with single-family houses and condos on the water. The big events that are coming to Miami is like one of the most exciting things that I get to enjoy as a resident of Miami. I've lived here for 30 years. Art Basel, for example, first week of December every year. We have it's lovely to see Miami developing a sense of culture with Art Basel. In that week, there are more private jets parked in Miami during Art Basel than any other city in the world at any given time. The wealthy people of the world come to Miami to buy art, but and you know what? Most of them leave with art. Some of them leave with art and a deed to a condo somewhere in Miami because they fall in love with this place. The weather is so spectacular. Formula One is coming to Miami next week, and they're coming here for 10 years. This is Art Basel in the spring. That's the same thing. You're going to have the wealthiest people around the world that maybe they don't like art, but they love Formula One, and now they're coming here. Add that to the Miami Open that we have every single year, the tennis tournament. Add that to the Honda Classic that we have up in Palm Beach County, the PGA event. Add that to all the other events that show up here in South Florida. Miami is developing in so many ways that are unknown to most people unless you live here. There's a lot to do all the time. When I moved here 30 years ago, there was one sports team, as an example, the Miami Dolphins. That was it. Restaurants, not that many. Museums, 0. Today you have 5 sports teams. You have the Miami Dolphins, you have the Florida Marlins, the baseball team, you have the Miami Heat, the basketball team, you have the Florida Panthers, the hockey team, and now we've got soccer. We got the 5 main food groups. Museums, my partner George Perez from Related has his name on the Perez Art Museum in downtown Miami. He is deeply committed to bringing art and culture to Miami. If anybody can do that, it's George. And it's not, can he do it? He's doing it. The exhibitions that go through the Perez Art Museum are incredibly exciting, and it gives wealthy people something else to do. Cuisine, I don't even know where to begin. We have some that 30 years ago, there were 0 three Michelin star restaurants in Miami. John, 0. Today, there's about a dozen. You know how hard it is to get a 3 Michelin star rating? Real. But we've got them now. The next 5 years, this town's going to evolve in a deeper way. I'm not so sure you're going to see so many buildings get built. I think you're going to see culture get deeply rooted. Do you know that today University of Miami is ranked one of the top 30 universities in the United States, and it is very hard to academically qualify as a high school senior to get in. It's another example of Miami. It's evolving and it's becoming attractive to people all over the world for all different reasons. You and I get to sell real estate here to all those people that want to be here. Why are they coming here? For all kinds of reasons. 30 years ago, it was because of the sunshine and the nice weather, and I made a nice living selling New York people second homes in Miami. So anyway, that's my residential perspective. Now, as you know, I was fortunate to meet a young man named Thomas Sulichin about 1.5 years ago, a commercial real estate expert, young man. I'm jealous he's so much younger than I am. He is an expert on commercial real estate in Miami. He's going to be the next guest on your program, and wait till you hear Thomas talk about how commercial real estate in Miami rebounded from the COVID crisis. He's an expert at it, and he might even entice your audience to consider investing in some of the commercial real estate opportunities that are here in Miami, and for that matter, all of South Florida. So it was a pleasure having the opportunity of speaking to all of you, and I guarantee you're going to enjoy Thomas Sulichin. See ya.
Hola, ¿cómo están? Aquí estamos nuevamente después de tanto tiempo, después de la pandemia nos volvemos a encontrar. Yo soy Silvana Petrillo, broker de una compañía de real estate, y hoy les vamos a comentar cómo está el mercado en este momento y cómo lo vemos en un futuro cercano. En este momento encontramos el mercado con unas características muy particulares. Es un mercado netamente de vendedor, ya que hay muy poca oferta y demasiada demanda. Tenemos cantidad de inversionistas, tanto extranjeros como locales,
queriendo invertir acá en Florida por todas las ventajas que trae, no solo de ventajas climáticas, ventajas de impuestos, taxes, etcétera. Bueno, como dije anteriormente, en el video anterior, Miami es un foco mundial para la inversión. Gente de todos lados, de todos países e incluso de aquí mismo, de Estados Unidos, ven demasiadas ventajas y por eso el mercado en este momento presenta estas características. Pero no solamente tenemos inversores extranjeros, también tenemos ahora muchos inversores locales, grandes compañías tecnológicas y financieras vinieron a establecerse aquí en Florida, por lo cual la circulación del dinero también es local. A su vez, estamos llegando prácticamente a los mismos precios o igualando los precios de otros estados, como California, como New York, que tenían precios más elevados. Nosotros estábamos por debajo de eso y ahora veo como una estabilización respecto al resto de Estados Unidos. Miami particularmente es una capital mundial de turismo, o sea, donde gente de todas partes quiere vacacionar aquí. Esa es la razón por la cual también muchas personas están comprando propiedades para invertir, pero para rentar. Miami se ha convertido en un centro cultural y de entretenimiento también muy importante, turístico, con grandes eventos como el Art Basel, como el Boat Show, Fórmula 1, que ha firmado contrato con Miami por 10 años, el Ultra Music. O sea, tenemos eventos muy importantes que lo hacen de Miami una ciudad atractiva y esto también aumenta mucho en este momento el mercado de las rentas. Muchos inversionistas están comprando propiedades para rentar a largo plazo, pero también para rentar a corto plazo. Es una tendencia a quedarse. ¿En qué afectan las tasas en este momento más altas? Realmente no están afectando demasiado al mercado porque la mayoría de los compradores y los inversionistas están comprando cash. Quizá afecte a un mercado de las personas que quieren adquirir su primer vivienda, que en este momento van a tener que postergarlo. Y esto trae aparejado también el aumento de las rentas. Estas personas van a tener que seguir rentando y por eso seguimos con este aumento en las rentas. Igualmente, que las tasas hayan aumentado, también aumentaron las propiedades y aumentaron los alquileres, por lo cual el retorno que una persona va a obtener va a ser mayor a la tasa que va a tener que pagar por financiar. Bueno, en el próximo capítulo vamos a continuar hablando del mercado aquí en Florida y vamos a hablar también de lo que son las preconstrucciones, porque a pesar de que aún no están quedando muchos terrenos y muchos lotes, se sigue construyendo y eso también es una muy buena oportunidad para invertir.
EAS charter stands for Executive Air Services, and the license and the certification I have is from the federal government, which is an FAA certificate giving me the license to fly people from point A to point B to basically quantify their two most important assets, people and time. But for our industry, we slowed down. We stopped in April of 2020 like everybody else. But once restrictions started to lift and travel started to be more abundant, the airlines still had the inconveniences, and our industry of private travel exploded. People realized that through COVID that the aviation industry, much less private aviation, had an advantage that continues to be over the airlines 10-to-1 from a geographical standpoint. So what does that mean? That the airlines have access to only 500 designated commercial airports. We have 5,000 general aviation airports plus their 500 airports. So a 10-to-1 advantage, which we will always have. And it's nothing against the airlines, it's just it's always been that way. That Formula One, now that they signed a 10-year agreement to have that pretty much world-class event in Miami for the next 10 years, says everything about what Miami's always been. The gateway of the Americas, you know, multiverse, multicultural, multi-artistic, you know, obviously with Art Basel that we normally have, and having the complement of the lifestyle that we have in Miami between private aviation, beautiful cars like this, Formula One racing, and sunshine. It's, you know, it's a recipe for a beautiful, beautiful weekend. So what we have behind us is the Cirrus Vision Jet SF50. It's a single-engine jet, light, very light jet, with its own BRS system, which means it has its own parachute, which Cirrus pioneered that with their single-engine piston airplanes. And we've been fortunate to actually put this one on our certificate for charter. And it's now an airplane that we originally desired in the beginning, because EAS was famous for having up to 15 airplanes, Gulfstreams as far as large cabin airplanes, mid-sized planes like Challengers and XL, Citation XLs and Citation 10s, and the light jets like Beach Jets like we have now. So now we've been basically focusing on the very light jet, and the mid-size market, and doing maintenance for the heavy jets for friends of ours in the charter business. What we have next to us is the lovely Porsche 911 2021 Speedster, and I should say 2022 as I'm told, and it was compliments of the Concourse Club, which is a very exclusive club here at Opelika that's been, I think they have almost 200 plus members, very exclusive and pretty much oversubscribed, and they've been not only a catalyst for the airport to be complementary to the luxury market that we serve, as far as those that fly privately, but also those that have collection of cars that have them waiting for them when they do land privately. Formula One adds a new opportunity, not only with the Concourse Club, which I'm sure we're going to be hosting parties, us having the relationship of flying people to and from into Miami for the Formula One event for the next 10 years, hopefully, and the expansion of EAS, because we used to have over 20 acres of facility. Now we have 40,000 square feet of hangar space for the charter company, which might not seem a lot, but as an independent owner of a charter company, we have 1 out of 3 hangars that are up to 13,000 square feet, including this one that we built 7-8 years ago that can hold a Boeing business jet, that between the 3 hangars, 40,000 square feet, we can house 10 airplanes and give us the opportunity, Executive Air Services, EAS, to scale up and also partner with what's to come with the jet business out of London, which is one of the most exclusive showrooms for aircraft sales pioneered by Steve Arsana. So thank you, Jonathan. Please follow us on Instagram, EAS Charter, plus EASCharter.com. Something in our Instagram for the beach house that we mentioned down in the Keys, for those of you that want to get away and don't want to drive down to the Keys, but want to get there with up to 8 people in a Cessna Caravan for a week, maybe 2, maybe a month. And I thank you for staying tuned.